A crisp fall day was the perfect setting for this year's Remembrance Day Parade. The unmistakable sound of marching drums filled the streets just after 10 a.m. Parents and young children lined the parade route, watching as the band played on. Mayor Hazel McCallion marched alongside war veterans, service members, and cadets as the procession made its way along Dundas. They marched from the Cooksville branch of the Royal Canadian Legion, finally ending at St. John's Cemetery in Mississauga. As the crowd settled in, the ceremony began with the singing of O Canada. The crowd heard speeches from officials, including members of the Royal Canadian Legion.
We stand here today to remember those who have sacrificed all so we could be free.
The sun is shining on the Cooksville Legion today, and it's always a pleasure to be here.
And MPP Dipika Damerla. She spoke of her personal connection with the armed forces.
My grandfather served in the British Army, and in February of 1944, he was shipped off to what was a very foreign land for him, off the east coast of Italy in Ancona, where he served for a year, and he came back in 1945. He was one of the lucky ones who survived, but he did have the scars of war.
Damerla was just one of many with personal stories to share. The Imhoff family comes out every year to honor their grandfather.
We want her to know everything that our grandpa did for us or her great-grandpa did for us and everybody that fought for our country, and we want her to remember.
For many, these ceremonies are about remembering those who have fought bravely for our country, but it's also about honoring those who are still serving overseas.
We thank you, O God, and we pray today for those like them who are serving Canada at home and abroad in our armed forces, that you would keep them safe and bring them home soon.
For many veterans, the memory of D-Day is all too vivid. Ross Whitfield recounts that harrowing day when he lost so many friends.
And I went over to France, D-Day. We're up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. We went across. We went around the other side there where was not as much fighting, and then the rest of them went up where the fighting was, and it was over 1,000 killed that morning.
Wow. The familiar words of Flanders fields are recited.
In Flanders fields the poppies blow, between the crosses row on row, that marked our places, and in the sky the larks still bravely singing fly.
And the flag lowered to half-mast as a lone trumpet plays. A moment of silence for those gone but not forgotten, and a wreath laid, lest we forget. Ginella Massa, Access Peel.